Hi, Miss Kristie and Corduroy here again. We have a book about a dandelion. Don't you love it when you get to see a real close-up picture of something? Barrie Watts made this book to teach us about dandelions. I hope you've been looking for them outside. Sometimes they look like this, and sometimes they look like this. But both ways, they're called dandelion. Here is a dandelion. Have you ever seen these flowers? They are dandelions. You can find them in gardens and by roadsides. Most plants can flower only in the spring and summer, but dandelions can have flowers almost all year round. There are lots of different kinds of dandelions. All of them have leaves with jagged edges. This book will show you how dandelions make their seeds. And I love it when kids look closely at these dandelion leaves. Dandelion, dent. You go to the dentist? Dent in French is a tooth. And dent of a lion, dandelion, tooth of a lion. That's what the leaves look like, and that's how the flower got its name. Dandelion flowers open on sunny days. Every flower is at the end of a long stalk or stem. If you pick a dandelion, you can see that the stalk is hollow, like a straw. Have you ever noticed the sticky white juice that comes out of the stalk? It is food for the plant. If you get this juice on your skin or your clothes, it leaves a brown mark. You might want to try it on paper. Insects visit the flower. A dandelion flower is made up of lots of tiny flowers growing very close together. This dandelion has been cut in half. Each tiny flower is joined at the main stalk. The tiny flowers are smaller near the middle of the dandelion. Inside each tiny flower there is some sweet juice called nectar. Wasps and other insects visit the dandelion because they eat the nectar. The dandelion grows seeds. The dandelion flower only stays open a few days. Then it closes and the petals start to dry up and die. This drawing shows the closed flower cut in half. Tiny seeds are beginning to grow underneath the dried up petals. They are soft and green. Each one has a tiny stalk growing from it with soft white hairs on the top. Look at the big photograph. A week later, you can see the white tips just showing. The green sepals around the flower keep the seeds safe until they are ripe. Aha! The dandelion head opens again. When the seeds are fully grown, the dead petals drop off and the dandelion hangs open again. Look at the big photograph. This dandelion is opening. The white hairs attached to the seeds are still damp and closed. You can't see the seeds yet. They are hidden inside. After 15 minutes, the seed head is half open, and now you can see the seeds. They have turned brown. The green sepals are folding back, and soon they will dry up and die, and the seed parachutes open. The dandelion head has fully opened. It is as big as a golf ball. The outside is soft and fluffy. The white hairs have dried and opened into tiny parachutes. Each parachute is attached to one seed. The balls made of parachutes and seeds are sometimes called dandelion clocks. Look at the small photograph. How many dandelion clocks do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The seeds make a pattern. Each seed and its parachute is very small. Here is one next to a pin. Now look at the photograph. Some seeds have been taken out of the dandelion clock. The top of the stalk looks like a pin cushion. It has lots of tiny dents to hold the seeds. A dandelion clock can have as many as 180 seeds. All the seeds are the same size and they always match together to make the same pattern. the dandelion seeds blow away. When the seeds are ripe, they are only loosely attached to the stalk. The wind lifts the parachutes up into the air, and the seeds are blown away. Soon all the seeds have gone, and the stalk is bare. It will dry up and die. Next year, the dandelion will grow more leaves and more flowers. The seed is carried a long way from the plant. The seed is hard and has many hooks on it and is very light. It goes a long way from the plant in the wind. If the seed lands on the same soil, it may start to grow. Sometimes seeds land on an animal, and tiny hooks hold it there in the animal's fur. If the animal scratches or brushes the seed away, then it may land on some soil and start to grow. See how pokey that is to stick to an animal? A tiny plant starts to grow. Look at the big photograph. The seed has started to grow. It has grown roots and leaves. Can you see the parachute sticking up out of the soil next to the plant? After a few days, the plant is bigger. It has grown some more leaves. It needs water, light, and air to live and grow. The plant takes in water through its roots. Its leaves spread out to get light and air. Can you see the light bouncing on it? The dandelion knows how to turn that light into food. That was that plant food we saw inside the stem. The dandelion plant grows buds. A year later, the dandelion plant is much bigger. Some flower buds have appeared on the plant. They are still tightly closed. On a sunny day, they will start to open. Look at the big photograph. The petals are just beginning to show. What do you think will happen to the dandelion flower? Do you remember how a dandelion plant makes its seeds? See if you can tell the story in your own words. You can use the pictures to help you. There they are. The clocks are yellow. Then they close up and the petals dry. Now the seeds are beginning to form, but they're not ripe yet. Finally, the seeds are ripe and ready to fly away and make a brand new dandelion plant. See if you can find a dandelion clock. What does it feel like? Blow and watch where the seeds land. What does the stalk look like? And remember, since it's hollow, you can cut off the top and fit the bottom of the stalk into the top to make a loop. And if you peel away a little bit of that stalk and drop it in water, you will see a really fun spiral. Have fun playing with dandelions. I hope you'll use your magnifying glass and see the plant nice up close. We love dandelions, don't we, Corduroy? We hope you do too. Goodbye. Thanks for watching a story with us.